Thank you, Mr. Speaker, members of the House. I'm going to segue right off of Representative Hale's statement, looking at the details. I don't know if anybody's really done that. I did do that. I was on a school board for 10 years. We went through something, and I want you to listen closely how the dynamic worked out. Common construction wage, when it was done, was well intended to try to raise wages maybe when the need was to do that, when there wasn't the mechanism in place to maybe wages were too low. What has happened over the last 10 to 20 years, if you actually investigated to see what has happened when, listen to this, it's a very easy, logical thing to see how this is going to work. In our hometown, we had a gymnasium collapse. The roof, through some problem, that was, the roof collapsed due to poor drainage. Had to build a new one. In our local area, the common construction wage was set at the ABC merit rate. Well, what would you think that would do? You think it would bring in a lower wage to get the thing done? No, the two low bidders were Indiana contractors, and there were other bidders that were ABC merit folks. The project was so complex, needed the skill that the union shops provided. They got the business at the common construction wage being set at the ABC merit wage. The way this whole thing's going to play out, if you've actually investigated what's happened when various rate levels have been set and what the results have been, the small projects, generally which have a higher labor content, that would be in the $1.5 million to $3 million range, a lot of the ABC contractors get that. They end up saving the local political subdivision or the school real money. The big jobs with all the big dollars, regardless of whether the CCW is at the union rate or the ABC merit rate, generally goes to the shops that are paying the union wage, because it does what you folks on the other side of the aisle always bring up, the fact that they have skills, training, and they got the ability to do the large jobs. It didn't make any difference whether the wages were set at the low level or the high level. Allay your fears. This is doing nothing other than taking an artificial prop that's archaic, had very little applicability, and if you actually study and see what the results are, you're going to see that this is going to make very little difference. It's going to save a lot of subdivisions money on small projects. The big projects that have complexity to it will go to the union shops. I urge you to support it.
Further discussion, Representative Braun.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House. We are a citizens' legislature, I'm telling you. When did we start looking out for our citizens? There were a serve on labor and employment committee, and we had a meeting in this chamber. And yes, I'm a proud union member. And we had labor and management speaking against common construction wage. They were together because they see the danger. Representative Braun spoke about